students, welcome to you all to chemistry series of class 9th. I have discussed about the laws of atoms, laws of constant proportion, law of conservation of mass and law of multiple proportion. So let us discuss some numericals related to that law. So here the first question is 4.2 gram of NaHCO3, 4.2 gram of sodium bicarbonate is added to a solution of hydrochloric acid weighing 10.0 gram. It is observed that CO2 is released, CO2 is released in atmosphere. Residue here left is 4.2 gram. 4.2 gram. Show that it follows law of conservation of mass. So as you know, law of conservation of mass is product will be equal, reactant will be equal to the product. So here reactant is 4.2 gram of NaHCO3, means sodium hydrogen carbonate, NaHCO3. When reacts or added to hydrochloric acid, HCl, so it gives what? NaCl plus H2O. And here what is being evolved? Release CO2. So CO2 is being released and residue formed is NaCl and H2O. So here mass of NaHCO3 is given 4.2 and HCl is 10.0 gram. And residue is what? NaCl plus H2O. So its mass is 14.2 gram. So mass of reactant is 14.2 gram and mass of product is also 14.2 gram. So here we can say that the mass of reactant will be same as mass of product. That means if the mass of reactant is equal to the mass of product, it follows law of conservation. So you will write, since law of conservation of mass says that mass of reactant will be equal to mass of product, it follows the law of conservation of mass. So come to the next question now. How much, the question is asking, this question is asking how much sodium carbonate is produced when 22.4 gram of NaOH, means sodium hydroxide, reacts with 88 gram of carbon dioxide. The reaction produces 36 gram of water. Means a reaction is being given. So sodium carbonate, it is asking that how much sodium carbonate is produced when itna gram of sodium hydroxide reacts with itna gram of CO2. So reactant is what? NaOH plus CO2. It forms Na2CO3 plus H2O. So this will be the reaction for this question. Product is this one. This is the product and this is the reactant. This is the reactant and this is the product. So NaOH, what is the quantity given? 22.4 gram. And here carbon dioxide is 88 gram. And question is asking the reaction produces 36 gram of water. So this question is for the law of conservation of mass. Means the reaction always follow the law of conservation of mass. So in the law of conservation of mass of reactant must be equal to the mass of product. So here total mass of reactant will be 88 plus 22.4. So what will be there? Am I right? 88, 8 to 10, 8 to 10, 1, 11. Okay? So this will be the mass of reactant, and here 36 gram of water is given. So if we take this as X, so what will be there? So 110, 4 gram X plus 36 gram. So X will be equal to 110.4 minus 36. So X will be 74.4 gram. The weight of Na2CO3 will be sodium carbonate. Weight of sodium carbonate will be 74.4 gram. So 74.4 gram plus 36. The mass of reactant will also be, the mass of product will also be 110.4 and mass of reactant will also be 110.4. That means mass of product and mass of reactant will be the same. So it also follows law of conservation of mass. So I think this must be clear to you all. Question number 2 also. This one is question number 1. This one is question number 2 and come to this one is answer number 3. So the third question, hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen and oxygen is combined to form a water in a ratio of 1:8. So here hydrogen and oxygen are combined in a ratio of 1:10 and by a mass to form a water. What mass of O2 gas would be required to react completely in 3 gram of H2O? Means H2 and O2 combined in a ratio form, in a constant ratio. I have taught you in law of constant proportion that whenever the water will be formed, it is formed in a ratio. It has fixed mass, so the ratio of hydrogen and oxygen in a water will be the constant and will be the same. So here hydrogen and oxygen is in the ratio and 3 gram of H2 is given. We have to find O2. So 1:8 gram of hydrogen. So 3 gram of H2, 3 gram of H2 will make mass of O2 is asking. So 1 gram is forming 1 gram, 1:8. 1 gram of hydrogen will form 8 gram. So 3 gram will form what? 8 into 3. So 24. 1 gram of 3 gram of hydrogen will form 24 gram of O2. So answer will be 24 gram of oxygen. So I hope this 3 numericals is clear to you all, and furthermore numericals are based on this concept only. So thank you.